So everybody's dead.
Blink Twice, the movie that for the longest time I kept calling it Don't Blink for some reason, aka the rich, gorgeous people on an island movie, aka Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut, has finally released, and I have some strong feelings about the finished product. So let's talk about it. Why?
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself, yeah.
It is your boy T here again with another movie review, and today we got Blink Twice. Blink Twice stars Channing Tatum, Naomi Ackie, Adria Arjona, Alia Sawkat, the kid from The Sixth Sense, Charlie Baltimore, Mr. Robot, and Simon Rex. Boy, did they go deep into the vault to find him. Naomi Ackie plays Frida, a waitress who sneaks herself and her friend into a high society upscale party to meet tech billionaire Slater King, who, after picking her up literally, invites her and her friend to join his crew on his private island. And we know from the trailers that something sinister is afoot and shenanigans will ensue once they get there. One thing that I love and hate about being a movie lover is when I watch suspense movies, I always find myself looking at everything as clues and trying to predict the twist before it happens, and at times I'm playing detective more so than actually enjoying the movie. I can say I didn't have that issue with this movie because one, the clues were very overt, and two, the island setting and the constant parties and gorgeous women disarmed me enough while I was watching. This was done intentionally by Zoe. I think she did a wonderful job making us feel comfortable alongside the characters, but in the middle of the movie, it did feel like it was dragging along just a bit, just being just non-stop debauchery. As I thought to myself, damn, are we gonna get to the twist? The main character finally started asking the right questions, like what day was it?
What day is it?
Don't know.
Because the movie did a fantastic job letting us know that time doesn't matter there. Because a lot of time had passed since they got there, and in my mind, I was thinking this feels more than a long weekend because these two struggling to pay their rent women need to get back to their actual jobs. They were on a private island with a billionaire who I'm pretty sure were going to pay their week's wage plus time and a half. I really love the entire cast. Everyone served their purpose to a T, and they all seemed like perfect fits for their characters. Simon Rex was being typical Simon Rex. The kid from Sixth Sense was being the person who had grown up to be an insecure man-child. And Christian Slater will never not be the creepy yet hella cool dude still gleaming the cube. Look it up. Naomi Ackie is a wonderful young actress who does a lot of the heavy lifting in this one, showing her range throughout the film. And Channing Tatum to me is still an enigma. I really love him as an actor because he brings such simple charm to all of his roles, yet people seem to hate him for some reason.
What are we gonna do about you?
This role seemed to be a perfect fit for him from the trailers and just from knowing what the fact that most tech billionaires are probably not good people. We know him to be the bad guy doing bad things on this island, that Frida must figure out what and why. And all the way through, even during the reveal, Channing Tatum is just this cool, charming, and funny guy. He doesn't try to come across as this crazy sociopath, even though he probably is. He has some really good scenes towards the end, and I kept thinking to myself, Self, why does everyone hate Channing Tatum? And myself replied, they hate him because they ate him. I mean, he is engaged to Zoe Kravitz and he can dance his ass off because he was in the first Step Up and a little bit of Step Up 2, which is probably one of my favorite dance scenes. Another standout to me was Adria Arjona. She had some fantastic scenes in this movie, and her and Naomi really had the most to do in this one. Her performance in Netflix Hitman in this movie really lets me know she can hang with the best and really needs to keep getting these roles to show that she can do it all on screen.
I'm having a great time here. I also have this feeling that I'm like, not.
Not everything in the movie was as perfect as this private island seemed to be. There were some issues with the film, like how the movie did a great job letting us know that time was passing, but it was a bit too much of a good job. The middle of the movie just seemed to go on for a very long time of them just partying and partying and partying and getting high and partying, and it just seemed to go on forever. And then there was the ending. The ending is definitely going to be a polarizing thing with this movie. The ending seemed to undermine everything that the movie did up until that point, but maybe that was the point of it all. At the beginning of the movie, there was a trigger warning. While I can't remember what it said exactly, it mentioned the words abuse of power in there like 2 or 3 times. And while I understand and completely empathize with the discourse of viewers who have perhaps been a victim of domestic abuse or endured any type of sexual abuse or assault trauma, that warning itself almost ruined the movie for me. And I'll tell you why. One, it didn't really let us know what the trigger was, which almost defeats the purpose of the warning itself. The warning really spoils the plot of the movie that isn't in the trailer. The warning should have probably been put in the movie's website or somewhere in the trailer so people can decide if they want to go through with seeing the film before they just spend $120 on tickets, gas, concessions, and such. Because this ain't a first date movie. It's a good movie, but this definitely ain't a first date movie. So who is this movie for? It's for people who wish that they could go to a private island with a tech billionaire. It's for people who enjoy suspenseful thrillers, men who like gazing upon women in white bathing suits, and the women who like to wear those white bathing suits. It's for the people who love concept films because this is a unique concept. Even if you thought you saw this before, this is something unique and in its own lane. I really enjoyed this film. I left the theater with some questions that I would love talking to others who have seen the movie about in the future. It was exactly what the trailer said it would be: affluent, hedonistic debauchery, and while it's certainly not for everyone, I enjoyed it. Do you need to rush out to the theater to see it? I say no. I don't foresee this movie staying in the theater too long, and it will look the same on your home streaming. But seeing Adria Arjona on the big screen might be worth it in itself. Sweet Christmas, that woman is fine. But have you seen Don't Blink? I mean, Blink Twice. I mean, Rich Channing Tatum with the whitest teeth I've ever seen movie. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was the warning warranted? If so, let me know your thoughts and comments below. And of course, while you're down there, click the thumbs up and like this video and subscribe to the Have You Seen That With T YouTube channel. This channel too is a gift that I hope you all never forget. And until next time, stay away from tech billionaires and definitely don't go to a private island with them. Anyways, I'll check you later.